Alright, this is the Asymtek 402 auto move dispense system. And you can see we got a computer hooked up over here and it's running on DOS. So in order to start the software, you type in, we're in this directory, it'll load up that way. We'll type in FM. And in this case we're going to load an old file that's stored on a hard drive. And the first thing I want to do here is I'm going to go to Setup, and we're going to see what the configuration is. As you can see here, we're running Fluid Move version 3.0E, and we set the auto move with a 2 mil step Z head. It's connected on COM port 1, and the valve is a DV03 valve. And the ROM version we're running here is 3.4. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to File, Load, press Enter to get a list of files. So these are some of the files that are in there. And I'm going to go to Tutorial. And what I'll do here is I'm just going to escape to the main menu. I'm going to go to the run screen here, and what I want to do to start here is I'm going to set it to the dry mode so that the valve will not dispense right here. It's just going to move around. You can see how it's programmed. And from here, from the run menu, I'm going to hit run. We're going to run it one time. Now it's going to look for the fiducials that I set up, and what I did is I set the first point here and this point here as the fiducials. And if you have to readjust as you change your pieces, you can by moving your X or Y. And if you want to do Z axis, you can just move it up or down like that. The center button will increase the speed. You got to hold both. And switch out to the Z axis, and you go to your X. You see, by pressing the center button, it's increasing the speed, and then you can slowly move it. So let me get back to that fiducial. Alright, so that's the first fiducial. What I'll do is I'll accept that by hitting the pause button that's flashing. Now it's going to look for the second fiducial, and it looks like it's pretty well lined up. This is in a program, so it's just following the program. At this point, if you look at the screen now, it's asking you to adjust the dispense height. And it'll automatically put you on the Z axis here. You see the green lights that are lit up. I'm going to get it fairly close here. Once you're good, you hit the pause button and the program will run. See, it does the 5 dots, now it's going to do a pot dispense. It's going to do the lines. Circle. Okay, that was it. Now I have it moved back up to the Z home position and to the back, so that if you needed to change parts out, in this case I just have a sheet of paper that I'm going to place directly on top. You can move the paper or move your part in and out, and then run the program again. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about the valve. We have the valve pressure here set at 60 and the fluid pressure set at 30. And what I'm going to do is I'll just move that out for now. And we got, and here's your reservoir here that's set at 40, that's your fluid, or at 30 right now I have it set at. And that's just a syringe full of conditioning fluid. First I need to turn this back over to the wet mode so I can do the purge. Hit enter. And from run options, purge immediate. Place this container underneath it. And you can see that the conditioning fluid is being dispensed. Just hit OK to turn it off. Set my work here, and what I'm going to do is I'll just run the program now with the in the wet mode, and you'll see it being dispensed. This the pattern being dispensed as programmed. Let's see if we see that program. Okay, I'll go to the run mode, and we'll hit run. We'll run it one time. There would be fiduciary marks on here that we don't have, but we can kind of see through the paper, but we'll just accept it where it's at. Accept the second one. That height looks pretty good. We're going to run it at this dispense height. As you can see, we dispensed the pattern that was programmed in. Again, we can replace our work from this point here. Now I did download that program into program number 2 here, and just want to show you what I can do here is I could exit DOS. And by hitting this button, the go button right here, we're going to run a program that's stored in the memory here. So you can transfer the program from there, the computer, to your auto move. And we have it set at location number 2. Again, you'll see it's the same type of program. I'll accept that fiducial. Accept. Bring it down slightly. Okay, that program was set to run continuously, so, but it's basically the same pattern, and it will run a little bit faster this way without the PC hooked up. Again, the program's been transferred to the memory of the auto in this case.